Hi, my name is Michelle Cavey, and I'm the founder and managing director of Brandfundi, a B2B specialist PR and marketing communications agency. Tonight, from my dining room, I'd like to talk about whether or not brands should generate non-COVID-19 related editorial content during a time when it's dominating the news. With a cautionary and sensitive mindset, many PROs are concerned about pitching non-virus news to journalists right now. But reporters still need stories. An international journalist tweeted recently, "We can't write a whole paper about coronavirus, and we don't want to. We need your non-coronavirus themed stories more than ever." Globally, journalists are torn on this, with some suggesting that PROs should continue pitching stories, while others say it depends on the type of news, as you don't want to be seen as insensitive to what's happening, around the world, what's negatively impacting so many people in so many ways. And then there are those who believe that this is not the time to pitch anything other than relevant COVID-19 news. One journalist suggests that deciding whether or not to release non-related stories is really part gut and part intuition. It's common knowledge that newsrooms are shrinking with dwindling advertising spend, and as a result, journalists are overworked with limited resources. They're fatigued, and many of them have to churn out more than 5 stories a week. Sending through non-virus news that is good content may very well be banked or lost in the flood of virus updates. One journalist shared, even if reporters are initially interested, health coverage takes priority. The pandemic situation changes daily with new stats, regulations, and innovations. Additionally, the more light-hearted and heartwarming stories about how people are helping each other and finding creative ways to stay social, mentally strong, and physically fit are a welcome relief from the constant doom and gloom. It's important to understand most journalists that got into the industry did it because they wanted to make a difference. So it's worth finding out what's important to each target journalist and provide authentic content in the context of that. Both niche and mainstream publications need some content that isn't related to the pandemic, but the same rules apply in that it needs to be a good story. Consider what type of content would be interesting to your target market and relevant publications based on what you're seeing online. Sometimes that may mean putting certain stories on hold. It might also mean repositioning your previous strategy so that you're telling your brand story, but perhaps in a more relevant way. Any news related to the virus will gain interest. If you announce a new online service that perhaps minimizes person-to-person contact, or you make existing services temporarily free of charge to those that are most affected, your brand will receive the recognition and will be seen as one that cares and tries to play a positive role in adapting to the times. So while the media is saturated with COVID-19 content, there's no reason to stop editorial efforts completely. See if there's anything you can help the media with during this stressful time, or provide angles that are more relevant to what's happening in the news. It's about adjusting your tone and messaging appropriately based on their latest coverage rather than halting pitches completely. Thank you.